Yo guys, what's up? This is my settings video, but before we start it off, I just want to say thank y'all so much, man. Dude, I never would have thought I made it close to 130 subscribers. I think like right now I'm like at 129. I hadn't looked in the past couple hours, but anyways, dude, I appreciate y'all for real. Like I would have never thought, bro. Like I remember when I got to 50 subscribers, I was so pumped. So to be up to to nearly 130, dude, I'm stoked, bro. So anyways, just want to say thank you guys. Like I said, I get a lot of positive feedback. I do get some negative feedback. I mean, some people, dude, I just don't understand. I guess they just probably don't have a life. But some of the crap that I get on my comments and whatnot. But anyways, those of y'all that have been positive and support me, seriously, man, I seriously couldn't thank you enough. So anyways, gonna get straight into the video. Appreciate you guys, and I just wanted to introduce this video with that, man. Thank you so much. We're gonna get straight into it, boys. So I use super duper standard settings. I was using advanced control options. I stopped. It wasn't working for me, and I stopped. There was a video that I made where people were saying I was I turned on a kid slow, and I went back and looked at it, and they were right. So I was super accurate when I had advanced control options on with the settings that I had on, but I actually disabled it because it was just too much to keep up with. And like I said, I felt like I was turning slow, even though I was accurate, and that was actually impeding my gameplay. So I stopped that. My vertical sense is at 30. My horizontal sense is at 60. I don't mess with my dead zones in game. I'll show you my dead zone settings, but I actually have the PlayStation Pro controller. I adjust my dead zones on the actual controller, and I don't do it in Rainbow Six. A lot of this was because of the dead zone glitch that came out, and which would like really mess with my head a lot. So anyways, that's now been fixed. My settings feel great every single day I log in. I don't feel like the dead zone glitch is a thing anymore. I feel like they truly fixed it. But ever since then, I actually started messing with my dead zone on my controller. And then let's go straight into the ADS settings. So my 1 is at 24, and my 2.5 is at 34, and 3.5 is at 40. The other ones are irrelevant. This feels good to me. The key to this video, like the one thing I will tell you, stop messing with your settings every day. And sensitivity is super subjective. My settings might not be good for you. They might feel terrible. They might be too slow. They could be too fast. But I think you should watch sensitivity videos and then just keep in mind you might have to tweak them. But once you do find settings that feel right to you, stop messing with your settings. That is the number one tip that I can give you, and I feel like it's a key point to this video. And so that, like I said, my advanced controller options right here, disabled. I don't use them anymore. You may, and if it's working for you, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not trying to turn you either way. I'm not saying that mine are the absolute best, but just standard settings, I feel like these are fantastic. I haven't messed with them in probably 3 weeks, and I feel good every day I log in. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is if you do have a pro controller, you can have all these different settings. So I'm only play R6. I'm only ever on the R6 setting on my pro controller. But the stick sensitivity dead zone, I was messing with the sense curves on these two. It was just it becomes a thing where you're just tweaking too many things, and it's something feels right, so I go to my control, or it doesn't feel right, so I go to my controller and I fix that, and then I have to go into the game and I got to fix the settings on the game. I just stopped. I put my sensitivity curves on both of my controller sticks, left and right, as just the defaults. So my controller should be very similar to yours. The only difference is I'm actually adjusting my dead zone off of my controller, and you can do this in game as well. So you can just use Rainbow Six settings, the dead zone settings, to adjust it to your controller. But my dead zone's at 6% on my left stick, and on my right stick it's at 5%. I don't mess with anything else. I stopped messing with sensitivity curves, and everything feels really good to me right now. I might eventually go up on my vertical and horizontal sense, but right now, like I said, I'm just not messing with anything. That's that's the big thing I want you to take away from this video. And that's really about it. The only other thing I'll say that I would recommend, I use the PS5, or I have a PS5. I use the PS5 Pro controller. I think it's amazing, and it's probably the best investment that I've made in a minute. The only other thing I feel like you should be have in your kit is you should buy some Control Freaks, and just try some out. They say the Infernos are the best. I was being impatient, and I actually went to Best Buy and picked up these Call of Duty ones. They actually feel good to me. That's what I'm using. I've been rocking those for, like I said, for about 3 weeks or so, and I had Control Freaks before that, but like I said, I just bought some about 3 weeks ago. They feel great to me. I'm just going to stick with them. I'm going to stop messing with the Control Freaks as well. I'm going to stop going from a long one to a short one to no Control Freak. I leave everything as is. Stop messing with so much stuff, guys. That's the key I want you to take away from the video. Now, that's about it for my settings. If I ever do include the advanced controller options, I'll throw that in there, and then I can show you guys my settings, like just my general settings, my HUD, audio display, all that, in another video if you'd like me to. I'm gonna show you all a video here on the range. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. I'm putting this video up. Hopefully, it will be up by Friday, like tonight, because I'm actually filming this during the daytime. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Like I said in the beginning of the video, appreciate all of the support, bro. Like, y'all do not understand how much I appreciate it. And anyways, here's a video of me on the range, and I'm gonna end it on that. So I've had people convicting me of Cronus. Bro, I'm not Cronus. Like, I swear I'm not. On my mama, I'm not. I just don't understand, like, you just gotta put in the practice, bro. You gotta understand the mechanics of the gun. I'm not that good with Twitch's gun. I just wanted to use this for an example. Like, my accuracy is actually a little off right now, but 72 with 36% accuracy is actually pretty good. You need to understand the mechanics of the gun. You need to be hitting the range. You need to find a sense that feels good to you and stop messing with the sense. Just stop it. But let me show you one last thing before I end it. I just want to show you the recoil management here. Oh, sorry, magazine was almost empty. But as you can see, bro, like you can stay accurate without Cronus. You got to understand the mechanics of the gun, and you got to you have to be used to your sense, and you're not going to be able to be used to your sense if you're changing it every single day. So just stop it. Stop playing with your sense. You'll have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoy my settings. I hope that they're useful for you. If they're not useful for you, that's fine. Find some that work for you and stop playing with your sense. Have a wonderful weekend. Appreciate all the support, guys, and y'all take care.